You know, as it is, playing competitive Overwatch can be a frustrating experience in and of itself. Your teammates not working together, people not using their microphone, or people just screwing around. What makes it even worse is people who troll and throw matches, or people who are of significantly higher skill level playing against much lower ranks. This is a problem that we continue to see in Overwatch, and I'll be covering it in today's news. I also want to go over a new Appear Offline mode that might be coming to the game, and the fact that there's a sale on the Overwatch Origin Edition. But before we jump into any of that, I want to give a shout out and thank you to the sponsor of today's video, GamerLink. GamerLink is an easy way to find people to play with, which is great for someone like me who doesn't really have a lot of friends. It's got an app-wide messaging system so you can tell people specifically what you're looking for, whether you want to screw around in quick play or form a serious group to jump into competitive. There's also a clan system letting you group up with people who you like playing with, and I've got my own clan on the app, and you can find it by searching for Force. And with that said, let's jump into today's news. First up, we have got trolling in the lower ranks. Now, the idea of people throwing matches to get to a lower rank to play against people who they are better with just to kind of screw around isn't a new thing. It's been happening for quite a while. It's been happening in Overwatch and in many other games for basically as long as ranked systems have existed. Well, just the other day, we saw a Reddit thread posted by Dark Gandhi who shared his own experience being a bronze player, having to play against a player who had season highs in the 4,000 SR rank, which would put him in Grandmaster, for every season but this one. He then purposefully lowered his rank all the way down to below 500, specifically just to troll around and screw up the games for bronze players. He spent most of the match griefing and teabagging the enemy team, all while shit-talking in chat, and again, this has been a problem that we've had for quite some time. The reason I want to talk about this, though, is because Blizzard has mentioned that they are looking to increase punishment for people who throw and troll. The thing is, though, this is something that they really need to, I think, speed up the process of. The fact that there could even be someone who was at any point Grandmaster and who is playing games below 500 SR tells me that the system doesn't work as quick as it should. It's going to take a while to drop from 4,000 down to below 500 SR. And in order to do that, that means you're having to throw your games and purposefully try to make it more likely that you're losing for a significant number of matches to be able to drop down that low, and in that process, obviously ruining the matches for everybody that he's playing with. All of his teammates in every game that this person decided to throw to get that low of a rating from at one point being a Grandmaster player are games that he lost for other people screwing up their own matchmaking. And this whole thing is just, it messes up the system from top to bottom. Not only when he's going from his high rating all the way down to the bottom, but now that he's down there, he's screwing over everyone he's playing against. So on his way down, he's screwing over all his teammates. On his way back up, he's screwing over everyone he's playing against. And that is the major problem. So I think Blizzard really needs to try to speed up this process, because as it is, competitive can be frustrating enough, let alone having to deal with trolls and people throwing matches. And the fact that a Grandmaster player can even play in a bronze level without getting banned in the process of all the games that he would have had to drop to get that low tells me that the system can definitely use some work and could use some improvements. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed that Blizzard looks to make things a little bit better. Next up in news, I wanted to talk about the Appear Offline mode feature that looks to be potentially coming to Overwatch, all of Blizzard games as a matter of fact. Hearthstone fan site Hearthpwn posted an article outlining what looks to be an upcoming Appear Offline feature that will be added to the game. Now, this is important because all of Blizzard games share the same friendless and messaging system through Battle.net, which is now just called the Blizzard client or whatever the hell they renamed it to. So the fact that this feature might be coming to Hearthstone means that it's very likely that it will be coming to all of Blizzard games. Now, Appear Offline has been a requested feature since I think about Vanilla WoW, as far as I remember. It might even been requested back in original StarCraft. My memory's a little hazy at this point, but I definitely remember back in the early days of the World of Warcraft, people looking to have this option to play the game, but not let everyone on their friends list know. Maybe because sometimes people just want to play and they want to do their own thing and they don't want to have to explain to all their friends, you know, why they don't feel like playing with them. And it's been a popular requested feature for quite some time. Whether or not you care about it or you want it, it's been something that has consistently been brought up by members of the Blizzard community, people who play their games. Hopefully, this is actually going to happen so that the people who do want this system can use it. And if you don't want it, no big deal. You just keep playing playing the way you always had. And whether or not you understand why people would want this, it makes no difference. It is something that people want, and it looks like Blizzard is finally going to be bringing it to their games. And then finally, before we wrap things up, I did just want to let you know some good news. If you haven't purchased Overwatch yet, but you just happen to follow the game, or if you have people who you want to get into Overwatch, the Origins Edition is currently on sale on Amazon for 50% off, bringing the price down from $60 to $29.99. That is $10 less than even the standard edition. So if you got people who you want to get into the game, or maybe you want an alternate account, just don't troll with it. Now's as good of a time as any to get it, with a huge discount for the Origin Edition. And that is pretty much going to do it for me here today, guys. As always, I want to thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought about any of today's topics in the comment section below. Hope you all have a good one, and until next time, I'll see you later.